You wanted Gauss cannon spam? I can't remember. We need to get a better overview of our Alright, here's an executive decision. I'm gonna give all the I'm gonna give all the capital ships also an exclamation mark at the beginning. Because I want them all in one list. At least all the destroyers. Otherwise I'm losing track. Oh, not the horrible Aurora. Okay. This is our 5 destroyers. Why are you at the military base? I do not remember. Ooh, advanced satellites.
Satellite bought.
Yeah, and I need to figure out all the weapons. So, I already know that the Lubu is done. The Lubu has PSGs. The Rombaka is done. The Chosrow Mauler is gonna get the standard Terran layout. There's nothing to do there. The Spook Cutter is done. So it's about the Aurora Borealis, which currently seems to be Black Artillery and PPC. That's nice. And we need to know from Gnaffel what the Akuma should have. So Gnaffel already said... oh yeah, and all the Marines are still on that thing. Oops. Game over. Sorry, but you need to jump and fly back. You need to get to that shipyard.
Command accepted.
What can the Akuma run? Let's have a look.
The recently introduced Akuma destroyer, as its
Leave
name
Chosrow
suggests,
alone?
is seen as a demon by innocent pilots trying to safely reach their destination.
Are you currently in a Dom 5 multiplayer game where Chosrow is your ally? I haven't really kept track of the current ones. Oh, what was that ship? That looked like a cool ship. What ship is that? Is that a Pegasus? Oh, it's a Fujin Raider. Ooh. Okay, from the front it looks a bit ugh, but from the back, it is a pretty ship. I don't think we have any of those, sadly. But yeah.
Gate. Savage Spur.
Savage Spur. Gnaffel has the
recently introduced
this guy. Okay.
Akuma destroyer,
So we're gonna put
is seen as a demon by innocent pilots
Gauss
trying to
on the main
safely reach
slots.
their destinations. Little is known about the capabilities of this ship.
But that leaves us with several unfilled slots. In particular, up, down, and back we need to fill. And up and down have 8 slots each. Fielding is 6 gigajoule, which is kind of standard. It has relatively large cargo space. Speed is actually good for an M2, it's 67. Turning rate is atrocious as usual for an M7. Not an M7, sorry, an M2. We do actually have 6 iron cannons already. But sadly Gnaffel is not interested in iron cannons. We could make a Boron ship that is completely iron cannons. That would be thematically fitting.
Entering system. Savage Spur.
Savage Brr. Okay. Game over. I want you to get these things from the translator's note.
Marine transferred.
Yep. We have now all 21. Hmm? Okay, I must have missed some.
Marine transferred.
Okay, they're now 20. Okay. Now you will jump back to the... There's a lot of jumping here, but
Command accepted.
can't be helped. And, oh, yeah, and the Knuffle, not the Knuffle, the Akuma gets repaired. It's only 24 million. We are rich by now, we don't care about these numbers. And you're gonna go to the equipment dock.
Command accepted.
Okay, and I'm personally going to fly the Knuffle back to TerraCorp headquarters so we can buy more jump drives.
Entering system. Empire's Edge.
But while we're doing that, in person, remotely we need to equip these ships. So,
Prime.
let's start it. Why Takahashi, jump and fly to station. You are... Oh, you can directly check. Can you buy anything here? There's no PPCs, there's no 2 gigajoule shields. This looks like a bust, so jump and fly to station Dwight. Get something from Freeport. What is Freeport's problem again?
A complex hub controls power distribution,
Flag
central
bomb
command
launchers.
and control, commodity exchange, and central docking ports of a large
We're still
factory
out of soldier
production
husks.
facility.
Holy moly. These people. Maybe I didn't buy enough Sawyeries there? No, it was fine for so long. Next.
A complex hub controls power
Romy doesn't have any
distribution,
PPCs for us. I want the Lorraine Shaw to jump and fly to station. What did I want? One of the black artillery array, right? Who was flag artillery arrays? I think it was Argon Federation things. Where is that? Equipment
Space
dock?
equipment docks are the locations in Argon.
Maybe not. Maybe it was Teladi?
Argon space equipment docks are the Teladi space equipment docks.
No,
are based-
Teladi is Gauss. Split? Split flag artillery arrays?
Space equipment docks. Split space equipment docks.
Okay, I just need to look that up instead of guessing.
A deadly weapon found.
Black
on
artillery array
destroyers
sold
and
as
carriers.
it
The
is
flak
the
artillery
it is
array
the
fires bursts of energy into space, which explode after a
it is the Teladi. Oh, we can grab some
solar power plant. L Alpha.
no 2 gigajoule shields.
Cargo
Tune
rudder
the
optimization installed.
Ship.
Trading system. Special singular patrol ore collector. Mineral freight scanner. In stocking. Boost extension. Rudder optimization installed.
Okay. Nobody wants these iron weapons, but we're gonna just keep them. Next you go to... Oh, they sold this.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
So I want... Gauss and flag artillery array, you said? Well, that's basically only Teladi's stuff. Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Is delighted to welcome such as you aboard.
Connection to local trading network established. Energy cells.
We need 20 Gausses. I'm so sure I bought a bunch of Gausses recently. Who did I equip with all the Gauss cannons? Oh, it was Lu Bu, wasn't it? Lu Bu has Gauss side cannons. Yeah, Lu Bu has 16 Gauss on the side. Right. And they were really good. And they were really good.
Entering system.
I'm a bit worried about
Terran
Kaladin, though. I do also need to get more ships into Kaladin.
Gate.
Oh, and I should absolutely remove this list from the list. Akuma for Knuffle. It is done. And the only thing left is this damn Iran for Chosrau. Luckily, there aren't even many awful ships left. We've already captured, like, the tier. Like, that's probably not toppable. Not even like a Xenon. Not even a Xenon K, you can easily find one alone. I think the Xenon K are just harder to, like, they have worse
Entering
capture rates.
system. Emperor Mines.
Anyway, Chosrau Mauler. What? You're still not docked, man. Chosrau is so slow.
AGI task force maintains a considerable number of
Whoa.
supply command software. Duplex scanner.
Right, TL no, jump and fly to station now. Sees well.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
Don't bully Chosrau like that. Hey. I get to bully Chosrau. Chosrau really bullied me. Chosrau has gotten
Gate. Cloud base southwest.
so much bullying out of me. I can never make that up in a lifetime. As in, he's bullied me so much that I can never return it. Aurora Borealis, what did I want to buy with you? Oh, you're just sitting around. Okay. What about the Dwight Takahashi? You were supposed to grab black artillery arrays. Do we have some? Well, we have 16.
Black artillery array.
Easy peasy.
Transferred.
Did we also want cluster flag arrays? Did the Aurora Borealis try to go for cluster flags?
With some sacrifice of shielding and armament for speed, this OTAS developed light destroyer can react quickly.
Oh, flag
to
artillery array
developing
is not what I wanted.
situations.
I didn't want cluster flag arrays. Although now I wonder what is better. Is cluster flag array better or flag artillery array? We're gonna check out both. What is the flag artillery? And what did Knuffle want?
The recently introduced Akuma destroyer, as its name suggests, is seen as a demon by innocent
Knuffle could actually have
pilots
both.
trying-
Oh, okay, we're definitely gonna grab both. Because we're definitely gonna shuffle around both. He's not slow, he's simply velocity challenged. Okay. Well, that sounds worse than what I said. You're also gonna grab the cluster
array
flags.
transferred.
I want the Gauss cannons if you have any.
Gauss
One.
cannon transferred.
PPCs.
Photon pulse
Yeah.
cannon transferred.
That's it for now.
Flak artillery array transferred.
We're just gonna collect them all in light of heart. Yeah, that's fine.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
Meanwhile, Lorraine Shao. Where are all the 2 Gigajoule shields? I need like several of them. Not finding any.
Patrol command ore collector installed.
So I need more faux PPCs. Yeah, cluster flag array. Where did we buy that? I think that is... Oh, flag artillery array is
deadly
Talani,
weapon
right?
found on frigates, destroyers, and
Yeah. But cluster flag array, I think, is
a deadly weapon found on frigates,
Argon. Okay.
destroyers, and carriers. Based
Orbelt or M148. Okay, well, Orbelt is an option. Well,
Docking
cluster flag
granted.
array forge.
Command accepted. Entering system, cloud base southwest. Gate, red light.
Okay, Lubu. No, Lubu is fine. Aurora Borealis, you're still docked. Okay, White Takahashi. Man, they don't have anything what we want. Alright, this is already the same, yeah. You're supposed to give something to the Aurora, like the PPC.
Photon pulse cannon transferred.
Well, the other ones, we still have to decide which ones Knuckle wants and which ones you get, so...
Energy cells transferred.
Now do I just grab some more energy
Docking
cells?
granted. Command accepted.
And we are gonna do at least one more mission of Final Fury tonight. Probably that's gonna be the last thing we do.
Red light.
We're gonna equip the Aurora and the Akuma. And probably not yet the Chosra Mauler, because the Chosra Mauler is so slow. It's finally getting a bit
Engines
faster.
Rudder up to cargo bay extension installed. Boost a duplex scanner in navigate singular special trading system extension installed.
Okay, it's gotten a bit faster, but there's no good weapons here, so I actually need to send somebody over to carry around the weapons for you. Oh, Lorraine shouting by 8 more of you. Get that equipment dock.
Command accepted.
I want to go to Home of Light.
Home of light.
And I need to buy all of the Gauss cannons. Oh, that's gonna be the real odyssey here. Alright, there's two.
Gauss cannon installed.
No Gauss cannon ammunition, sadly. And you can...
Best-selling carrier command, explorer command software installed. Video enhancement.
Yeah, I'm just gonna park you also in Light of Heart at the equipment dock.
Docking granted. Command
So now I have both of them together and I can sort things out there.
Entering system. Home of light.
What can Chosra actually equip? Ugh.
The AGI task force maintains a considerable number of these heavy battleships.
Holy
which
moly, I
provide
will need
excellent defensive
24.
and offensive options for the Earth fleet.
I will need 32 point singularity projectors. Can you even fit 32 point singularity projectors? Because those things are huge. Those things are not small.
The Baldric.
Each one is 9... No, volume 200. What is 200 times 32? That's already 6,400. And your cargo space is only 8,000. And then,
The AGI task force maintains a considerable number of
then you
these
need
heavy battles.
6 2 gigajoule shields, which, Did I mention that Shosra is a completely broken
This
ship
station is designed.
that shouldn't exist?
This station is designed for the sole purpose of providing.
Terran bias? Terran bias? No, I mean
This
superior
station
Terran
is
technology?
used This station is designed.
Who has a 2 gigajoule shield for me though? Yeah, Earth. Let me know.
Construction on the massive planetary habitation and defense torus first began in 2918 and works. This station is used.
2 gigajoule shields. 202. So we need 6 of those. That's another. This thing has no space. This thing, if I put it full of PSPs, there will be no space left on it. How much space do you have, Josra?
The AGI task force
8,000?
considerable number of these heavy.
I got an awful Papa John's ad. Papa John's ad? I cannot relate. I don't know what Papa John's is. It's probably a pizza place or something.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of our president and senator, the Argon Federation
Enjoy my zero.
is honored to welcome you
I have
aboard.
never gotten a
Connection
payout,
to
so...
local trading network established.
You guys are getting a transporter.
Jump drive. Transporter.
Just filling up our docked ships.
Jump drive. Transferred.
Alright.
Jump drive.
Alright, the Knaffle is equipped with jump drives again. Yes, it's pizza. Really bad pizza. Was it worth 30 seconds of suffering? It was not worth 30 seconds of suffering. And if
Argon Prime.
in retrospect, I think I should not have gone affiliate. It's... I don't know. It's just... Making people suffer through the ads just doesn't feel worth it. I mean, I only get like I only get like Amazon ads. It's weird. There's no Japanese ads that aren't from Amazon itself, which kind of is like incestuous considering that Meta owns both Twitch and Amazon. Alright, so here's the problem that we just discovered.
The AGI task force maintains
This thing...
a considerable number of these heavy battleships.
What do we do with the...
Excellent defensive and offensive options for the
Meta doesn't own Amazon. Yeah, I said it the wrong way. Amazon owns Twitch. This has nothing to do with Meta. You're right. Now I'm not sure. Am I getting Amazon ads? I'm getting both. I think I'm getting both Amazon ads and Meta ads. So, there is external advertisement here. You're right. I'm getting like Meta Quest 2 ads a lot on Twitch. Also, good evening, Kaladin. Good evening. Are you ready to come to America? Oh, don't remind me. Now you ruined my evening.
Gate, the wall. Gate,
I did not want to remember that, Kaladin. Get some energy cells. Yeah, we need to start buying up some like artillery array and stuff. US? What kind of Oh? Ooh, 2 gigajoule shields, yep, please buy.
2 gigajoule shield.
PPCs, yep.
Photon pulse cannon. Bolt.
Kigani.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
The East Coast? Hmm. The South Coast? Britain? Jesus Christ, all of these suggestions are getting worse and worse.
Gate. Terran's Nebula.
Okay, but seriously, we still need an idea what we do with the... Also, the game over needs to dock with you.
Docking granted.
I need a layout for this,
The AGI task force maintains a considerable number
Oh,
of
it's just Mauler.
battleships, which
So the thing to consider, for example, think of Rombaka. If I tell Rombi to jump to this Kach sector, this costs 240 energy cells. That means Chosron needs to have at least 480 energy, 480 storage free.
considerable number of these heavy battleships, which provide excellent defensive and offensive options for the Earth fleet.
So 6,400 are taken. And then another 1,300 get taken for the shields. That means it cannot jump into Kark sectors. Chosra is just too big of a boy. So we need to scale this down. We can't run the full 32 PSPs. Which kind of feels like, why even run this ship if you can't run the full 32 PSPs? It's freezing in Texas right now. 0 to 16, and it doesn't tell us which scale. Celsius, obviously. Yeah, I mean, nobody would say 16 in Fahrenheit, I guess. Also, isn't Texas like... It probably matters a lot where in Texas. I find the idea disappointing of not running all 32 PSPs on this thing. But we do also already have 32 antimatter launchers here. Alright, I guess we're just gonna run 24 and the rest is gonna be antimatter launcher bonanza.
Matter antimatter warhead fault.
Oh, Zephyrs, where are you? Why are you here? Are you supposed to buy boarding pods? I think
Boarding
yes.
pod fault.
Although we might never again need boarding pods if everything goes alright.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
Texas is still smaller than Alaska. And all of the USA is smaller than Antarctica. Is that true? Huh. we'll fix that? How will we fix that?
Photon pulse cannon fault.
I mean, do you mean, like, so Antarctica with all the ice sheets, or the real Antarctica underneath?
Command accepted.
Like, in that regard, what does count as
Docking granted.
the area of Antarctica? I actually think that most of Antarctica is like below sea level, but if the ice was melting, then the whole continent would start lifting, because the continental plate is actually suppressed by all the weight on top of it. Yeah, it could be they count the area of everything that's frozen year round. Continental lifting is extremely slow, says negative Nancy Caledon. Brain by mob
Photon
PCs.
pulse cannon fault. Docking
I get
granted.
more stuff at the Freeport. My name's not Nancy. I'm not 90. You could be 90. I haven't seen your birth certificate, Kaladin. How do I know you're not 90 years old, actually? Secretly 90 years old. You know, in Japan there are many people, they look like 12, but then they say, no, they're actually 1,000 years old.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
It is amazing how young ladies can look in Japan. Okay, okay, yeah, they do. Japanese people do look young for a longer time. But if you live here, you start seeing the signs of, like, I feel like I'm a lot better at estimating the age of a Japanese person now. As a general rule, stay away from anyone who looks too young. But no, people look younger than they are here, Kaladin. If you approach someone and you think, oh, that's someone my age, they might be 20 years older than you. So, what? Yes, I know 5 years. You know 5 years?
A complex hub.
Alright, New Old Freeport, do you have anything for us? We have 2 Gauss cannons. We're gonna pick up those.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
You did live in East Asia for half a decade. Although I must admit, I think Chinese people look less mysteriously aged than Japanese people, because in Japan everybody's putting so much effort into it, especially the women. I feel like Chinese women look more relaxed about themselves in like a like, I don't know, I don't want to throw around the word natural or something, but something like that. Well, at least the Chinese people I can see here that come to Japan. Alright, Lorraine. And over these. Gauss cannon, CPCs.
Cluster flag array installed.
Don't need that 1 megajoule shield. Alright, Lorraine, your job is not gonna be to do the Terran run up here.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
I have been to the US before, Paladin. Why are you so rabidly patriotic all of a sudden? He wants to answer Jenny feels over the recent shooting. The sad thing, Blobber, is the sad thing is I need to ask which shooting, because there are just too many.
Gauss cannon fault.
There are just always too many.
2 gigajoule shield fault. This shield is not compatible with your ship. Video enhancement goggles installed. Explorer duplex carrier command. Best buys locator.
The one yesterday. I assumed he meant the one yesterday.
Mineral scanner installed.
I'm not really worried too much about random shootings. I'm more worried about all the robbing. No, I already did that. Is there a Gauss cannon ammunition forge? Yep, we're gonna grab that. Make sure to keep $20 in your shoes. Just avoid nightclubs. See, it already starts. It already starts. It's such a great place. Just don't go anywhere except the suburbs or something like that. Like, everything is nice as long as you go into the gated communities that have fences around them to keep the things outside that are on our streets. Ah, that is America to me. Nightclubs are awful everywhere. I don't know. I can't confirm that. Not in a you're in danger of being robbed or deceived kind of thing. Okay, Dwight is already at the ammunition forge. Dwight jump over to here.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
What is the TL node? Ah, you're already in the same space, right? Yeah. Also, New York City, no mass shooting. Yeah, but I'm not saying mass shootings, Caladin. The thing that you already make a difference between shootings and mass shootings. That's already a mental step. Like, there's way too many shootings. just too much violent crime in general. Violent crime. All categories.
Ringo Moon.
Let's fly to one of my favorite sectors in the meantime.
8. Terran's Nebula.
And I know all the American... It's not that violent. I mean, I know the statistics. I know that the chances that just if I go there 2 weeks that something happens to me is low. But it's still much, much, much higher than any other developed nation.
Entering system. Terran's Nebula.
It's not even close.
Gate. Power Circle.
Did I miss any good rants? You missed a lot of rants, but oh yeah, your ship, by the way, is too... Like, your ship can't be equipped well, Charles Rao. That was another rant. I'd like to see this... Kaladin, you just need to look at any stats about violent crime and you'll see that the US is a huge outlier compared to any nation in Western Europe or any of the developed East Asian nations. Like, yeah. There's I think by almost any metric you can measure violent crime, the US is #1 in the developed world. Of course, not compared to some place like Latin America. Latin America is even worse. But if you look at murders per 100,000, violent robberies per 100,000, that's probably the big two. Shootings in general, but then you might say, oh, it's just gun crime, okay. Who knows why that is, but it's definitely true.
Gate. Antigone Memorial.
Alright, Commissar... Right, Takahashi, you are going to give more stuff to Aurora Borealis for now. Just
2
hand it over.
gigajoule shield transferred. Flak artil cluster flak array Gauss cannon transferred. Gauss cannon ammunition transferred.
The latest year available from the OECD. I mean, you can look at the OECD if you want. Do you want to argue that it has changed a lot in the last 6 years? I think you're grasping at straws. Very much. Grasping at straws. It got worse. Well, I think it only got worse in the last 2 years or something, after the pandemic. As far as I remember the stats. Right, let's sort out the Aurora for now. We have a full PPC here. I don't actually want you to have the Gauss cannons. The Gauss cannon should go to not to Dwight. Puma.
Gauss cannon ammunition transferred. Gauss cannon removed.
Hey, Akuma. After the pandemic, we don't know yet. Well, it's kind of endemic now, so...
With some sacrifice of shielding
in some sense, it's after the pandemic now.
This OTAS-developed light destroyer can react quickly to developing situations.
You could have 8 cluster flag arrays. And then the rest give it away.
Cluster flak array transfer.
And how many of the others?
With some sacrifice of shielding and armament for speed, this OTAS-developed light destroyer can react quickly to developing situations.
The back can have 8 flak artillery, okay. You're gonna give everything except 8 flak artillery. Oh,
Flak artillery array transferred.
and now we need to equip the weapons correctly. Japan homicide rate 0.2, USA 6. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, Japan is very safe. Japan is very safe. Turret back can be... what? Can be PPCs on the back turret? Who designed this ship?
With some sacrifice of shielding and armament for speed, this
Excuse me?
OTAS-developed light destroyer can react quickly to develop.
I made it completely wrong. This thing has PPCs everywhere except the front. We're trying to fix it. And yeah, but just this is the only thing that, like, this is the major thing why I don't want to move to the US. It's just the much higher rate of violent crime. Like, I don't know. I guess if you're in rural Midwest America, that would be fine. Because I think the crime is all in the cities. Isn't it? Or mostly. So just being in a random spot where nothing is there's also no crime. Antigone Memorial, one of my favorite sectors. You know, I just like the fact that when I go through Tokyo, I can see, like, I don't know how old they are, like 6-year-old children who walk through the city on their own. And nobody bats an eye. It's like not, the parents don't have to worry. Right? There's no, oh, I can't, like, oh no, they're gonna get mugged, or it's dangerous, or something. And it's not like that, oh, they only go... Okay, even in Tokyo, people have, like, ideas like, oh, this area is dangerous. And then it's not actually dangerous. It's just that if anything happens, it becomes news. Wait, is it actually a crime for children to go to school? There's probably something like, oh, it's abandonment under certain circumstances, but surely it's not generically a crime. They made it a crime to be a child. Also that would be funny. I need to buy way more PPCs. Also, you need to buy stuff. There's nothing to be bought here.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
It can be a crime to allow a child to walk unescorted to school. Mostly in suburbia. Well, that sounds like the opposite. It sounds like it shouldn't be in suburbia. But it's not just the violent crime that I don't like about America, or going, like... It's also the car-centric city design. Which, of course, I agree, New York City would be an exception. But even when I'm there in the Bay Area, it doesn't feel like there's any exceptions there. It just really feels like, oh, this is made for cars. You can get around by the BART, but it's not good.
Advanced satellite ejected.
They're all young, Kaladin. They're all young. There are very few places that have any kind of history. Which is fine. New can be good. If you make it nice. New can be good. Where are you, Dwight? Okay, you're still in Light of Heart. I need more Gauss cannons, so go to Yanamazura.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
My country is older than yours by 100 years. That is a very, very hot take. Yeah, but the cities aren't old. You're talking about design, right? It doesn't matter how old like when the constitution of the country was written or when the roads were laid down the first time, and that kind of like cemented the design. It doesn't matter when Germany officially was the first time united as one single entity, and it's okay if you don't want to count the HRE. But a lot of roads in the German cities and towns are much older than that, and that's why they have such weird and crooked and narrow paths. Because they were originally made in the Middle Ages, and they were at most large enough to fit a cart and maybe a horse, but not a car. And then people grew up in those cities. And so they kept building it like that. Maybe once cars came around and the boom in the 19th century, they made it a bit wider.
Advanced satellite
But
rejected.
they just kept the medieval ways.
Gate Atreus's clouds.
Kaladin, are you just intentionally being obstinate right now? I can't tell if you're being joking or not. Maybe you need to calm down a bit, because this is not the politics channel.
Entering system Atreus's clouds.
Also, this equipping is... Okay, there are two more Gauss here.
Cannon bought.
And... do we have shields? We do not have shields here. Alright. Lorraine Shao, you should dock at the Starburst Shockwave thingy.
Command accepted.
White, you should jump and fly to station. I'm pretty sure there was a heavy weapons
Docking
complex over
granted.
here.
Command accepted.
I don't really care about Boron. Our Akuma, how is it? Gauss front, Gauss... That's a weird layout. 4 front, 488, yeah, I need more... No. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I need to check the Aurora Borealis now.
With some sacrifice of shield.
We need way more PPCs for this thing.
With some sacrifice
So on the
of
back,
shielding and armament for speed, this OTAS developed light destroyer.
we'll
can
just
react
have the
quickly.
flag artillery array. And you'll just hand over everything else to the Aurora. So 8 flag artillery arrays, but we don't need the cluster flag arrays at all.
Cluster flag array removed.
The Aurora, these should all be... Wait, I thought you can't run them in the front. Wait, can you just run PPCs in every slot? No, you cannot. I'm just blind, huh?
With some sacrifice of shielding and armament
No,
for
no, no.
speed,
Uh-huh.
this
Up
OTAS
and down are
developed
the only
light
slots you
destroyer
can't
can
run them.
react quickly to developing situations.
Okay, I'm just blind. Finally, I figured it all out. You're actually getting all flag artillery,
array
and I want exactly 8 cluster flag
cluster
arrays in this
flag
thing.
array installed.
And then the Aurora is gonna get these cluster flags on up and on down. Yeah, that's exactly where I wanted them. And we just need a whole bunch more PPCs.